Welcome back to another episode of Who the Fuck. It's the show that aims to take a deep dive in some of the acts announced for Reading and Leeds 2019. In today's video, we've been putting this one off for a while, but we're looking at SAS. They're a jump-up drum and bass supergroup based out of London. If you've never heard of them before, hopefully this video will help answer the question, who the f*** is SAS?
The drums at SAS, when I'm ready for run facts. Before I take a lunch pack, smoking like a blunt wrap. Most of all, it's double time, enough of them, and I'ma love that.
DJ Fantasy, Mackie G, Harry Shotter, Shabba D, Skibadee and Stormin MC are the 6 members that make up SAS. They're from all over London, from Hammersmith to East London, and they are jump-up drum and bass through and through, the embodiment of jump-up drum and bass. You know, we're dealing with a supergroup here, so I think I've never had to do this before, but I think rather than just go over how they met, let's go through them individually. We'll start with DJ Fantasy. He's one of the 2 DJs that make up SAS. He's from Hammersmith in London and has releases going back to 2004. This was a release called Gimme Dat Girl, released on Ganja Recordings, featuring none other than UK Apache.
Give me the girl, all the fit body goes, watch this. Give me the girl, with the wickedest wine, give me the girl, can wine at the time, give me the girl, with the brand new design, come in at the place and see a bust of mine.
Ganja Records is the label owned by DJ Hype. In addition, he's also released music on both Easy Records and Viper. Viper being Futurebound's record label of Matrix and Futurebound. And has recently written a book called 3 Generations Deep, due out in September, I think. It's the end of September. A couple of years back, alongside fellow SAS member Mackie G, he released a bootleg of Zara Larsson's Ain't My Fault, which is one of his most popular records.
It ain't my fault.
The other DJ in the group is Mackie G. His most popular record is Tour. Currently sat on over 10 million hits on YouTube. He has his own record label called Down to Earth Music, which he released his 4th album, Moments, on last year. Also last year, he would collaborate with drum and bass and house veteran DJ Zinc on the record Fever. And also collaborated with DJ Fantasy and DJ Fresh on the record Civilization.
And then, the end of civilization.
Which was part of the relaunch of DJ Fresh and Adam F's Breakbeat Chaos record label. That was an amazing record label back in the day. We're talking Pendulum, Brooks Brothers, Adam F, DJ Fresh, Neuro. The list went on and on and on. Our first MC we're going to look at is Shabba D. He grew up mostly in East London, surrounded by a lot of the UK sound system culture. His story dates back to the mid-90s, where he would run a few different promotions, working with artists like Andy C and Groove Rider. But it wasn't until 2002 that he joined forces with Skibadee to create SAS. I just remember as an adolescent seeing Shabba D plastered all over posters for drum and bass raves up and down the country, especially if D-Mines or Hazard were on the bill. Our next MC is Harry Shotter. Similar to Shabba D, would crop up on posters up and down the country, all over the world really. A vast array of different jump-up drum and bass raves. He would go on to feature on DJ Semtex's show, where for an entire year he'd read the news as a rap each week. Also, a couple of years back, he featured on the Illegal Underground drum and bass rave featuring Harry Shotter viral video, which saw a group of people setting up a rave on the Bakerloo line on the tube in London, which was inevitably shut down by the police. Accolades include the Best Breakthrough MC in 2009, Best Newcomer MC in 2009, Best Lyrical MC in 2010, all at the Drum Bass Awards. We have the Best Live Performance in 2014 at the BMA Awards, again with the D&B Awards. Best Lyrical MC in 2016, Best Music Video in 2015 and 16, Best Live Performance with SAS in 2016, Best Live Act in 2016 with SAS, and Best Lyrical MC in 2017. In 2017, he also achieved a Guinness World Record for the most words in a track. Previous winner was Eminem with Rap God, who crammed in 1,560 words into Rap God. However, Harry Schotter managed to cram in 1,777 words into Animal.
I'm biological on these beats, and my young guns handy. With the fist, don't get it twist, man, and trying to war, but don't play me for no Gandhi.
Whew, that makes him an animal. Skibbity is our next MC. Whenever I think about drum and bass jump up MCs, I think Skibbity. Whenever I think of them, I think of Deep by TC and Jakes.
Get a bit of beat and flow that's so savage. Uncle TC and Mr. Jakes are spell sandwich.
That's the kind of flow that we're dealing with here. I first came across him with the record Twist 'Em Out by Dillinger.
Twist one for Skibbity. Big time celebrity. This time for you and me.
Which was just an amazing record in 2002 and would go on to feature on Ali G's show. I remember that was fun. And he was known as DEE before DEE was known as DEE. And the last MC that we're going to talk about is Stormin MC. Stormin MC, also known as Stormin or Teddy Bruckshot, has releases going back to 2005 and is a kind of one of the OG pioneers of grime. After making waves across numerous pirate radio stations, he formed the Nasty Crew alongside Marcus Nasty, Sharky Major. The crew would then go on to include legendary MCs Kano, DEE and Jammer. His most notable release in my book was 2016's Topper Top, produced by the legendary Sir Spyro. And in 2018, tragedy struck as he was re-diagnosed with skin cancer and died a month later. They were initially booked to play a slot together, just on a whim, and eventually would go on to form this supergroup, and are due to release a documentary soon which kind of documents their friendship and their journey. They're currently releasing music under Rampage Records, and this is their first time playing Reading and Leeds. They're taking to the dance stage on the Saturday at Reading, Sunday at Leeds, playing after Dimension and before Andy C. Clash-wise, it looks like they're going to be going up against nearly the entirety of Stefflon Don and the tail end of 21 Pilots set. But I spoke about this when I started this series, about the desire to show my little brother a little bit more variety of culture. And I hated jump out drum and bass when I was a teenager. I was way more into like the really nasty stuff or Liquid. Hospital Records was my jam. I loved them. But when it came to like just in your face, I really hated it. But what you have here is the embodiment of a sound and an era. And this wouldn't exist anywhere but the UK. I mean, it might happen in some other parts of the UK, in parts of the world. But you wouldn't have this in America. You wouldn't have this in Australia. It would be so foreign. Whereas it makes sense back home. And I think when you have a collection of people that are as important as these guys are, literally the top of their game, coming together to make something even bigger, that's so special. I think I'm going to have to check out at least a part of it. Like, I don't think I'll be able to do like an hour and a half of straight jump up. I'll go mad. But I have to go see some of it, and I have to show my little brother some of it. So on the likely to see scale, I'm going to go with an 8 out of 10. What do you think? Have you seen them perform before? Have you seen any of them perform individually over the years? Are you a fan of Jump Up? It's great to see it. You know, big, loud, noisy, stupid music is exactly what I love about Reading. It's punk, but in a different form, really. It's punk without the politics. And what you have is a collection of incredible musicians all coming together to do something completely outrageous. And that's so commendable. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to check out their set. But I'd love to know what you have to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always, and I'll see you in the next one. We got 2 more episodes. 2 more episodes until they release a new name. Whew, it's getting close. Nice one. In a bit. Bye.